Hey everybody, it's Joyce here from Black Hair Compass, and I'm coming to you guys with my 15.5 month lock update. First things first, happy 2017. I have been MIA, enjoying the new year and just working on some other personal projects, but I still want to keep in touch with you guys about what's going on with my hair. And ultimately, my locks are still doing very well. I have essentially the same regimen that I had in 2016, and that will probably be the regimen that I continue to have. My hair has continued to thrive. It's forming well. I still love it. I get tons of compliments on my hair. A lot of people appreciate my locks and the way that they look. And it's interesting, as I've said in previous videos, to experience some of that admiration, not only within the Black community, but outside of it as well. It seems to, there's something about locks that a lot of people, even though stereotypically it has a bad reputation, I have found that my real life experience is that people from all walks of life tend to appreciate the beauty that is in my locks, or at the very least, they are intrigued by it. But as I said before, basically my regimen is exactly the same. However, I have changed one thing, and that is that I am back to interlocking, and I think that I'm going to be back to interlocking for good. I was trying out twisting my roots, and it was working fine, especially at the top of my head. My new growth was growing into the lock, and there was really no reason for me to have to interlock, but I noticed that in the back of my head, which is where I actually have more hair density, like I just have more hair strands in the back of my head, I was still able to find my parts, but there was a lot more fraying going on, and it was giving me a little bit of concern, because what I don't want happening is, my locks thinning. So I realized that the back of my head would probably be better suited with interlocking, but if I'm going to interlock the back, I'm just going to interlock the whole thing. And so, yeah, that's the major change. I'm interlocking now. And honestly, I've always preferred interlocking. I just didn't like how long it was taking me. But this is the second time I've interlocked my hair, and the first time it took me 4 days. Over a course of 4 days I did my whole head, but the second time I was able to do it over a course of 2 days. So I am getting faster at it, and I think that as I continue to do it, I'll just get faster and faster, and it won't be such a headache anymore. And I think that the interlocking does complement my hair a little bit better. I actually like the way that my roots look when they're interlocked. They kind of look like inverted braids, and it kind of looks very pretty to me. I don't know, like, probably people are probably not going to be like in my head and my scalp to be able to see that, but it's something that I as I'm doing it, I notice, like, wow, these kind of look like braids at my roots, and they look really beautiful to me. So I like it. The hairs in the back of my head are staying in the lock beautifully, so that really addressed the issue that I was having there. And it was a little bit interesting to interlock the top of my head. That started to get used to being twisted. Like, I was trying to interlock it and it was still coming out like a twist, because it just gotten so used to that form. But it is still taking to the interlocks well. And so, like I said, I'll probably be continuing to do this going forward. I am interlocking every 6 weeks right now. We'll see if I can do every 8 weeks. Ultimately, I would like to go every 8 weeks, because I would like to interlock as little as possible, if not for the health of my hair, but just because it's a time-consuming activity. But, I'll have to see if that's something that I can do and safely maintain my locks. I don't want my locks thinning because I'm not, integrating that new hair into the lock. That's all I have for today. There's not much that has changed. My hair is still developing well. But as always, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next time.